All right, everybody. Joining me now, model Madeleine Anastasia. How you doing?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. So first off, introduce yourself. Tell everybody what you do. Um,
Okay,
yeah,
hi everyone. My name is Madeline, also known as the Plastic Queen online. I'm a model, author, and creative director as well. I'm a first generation immigrant. I'm 28 and I live in San Diego, California, just enjoying being a California girl, I guess.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
give me the picture because I haven't been out there. So
Okay.
give me a quick day in the life. Like, do bars? I don't know even what time bars close. Do they close at
They
you
close at
know,
2.
2? Okay, so
Yeah, like
talk to
it's
me.
normal.
Talk to me about the social life out there. How's it?
Okay,
How's it like?
it's a very social place. Obviously because the weather is also perfect and we have
Well, I'm from
amazing
Florida, so
schools.
I think we have that in common. Like one of the few things we
Yeah.
have in common is good weather.
Yeah, but like in Florida, people are crazier. Like
I
bars in
mean,
Florida stay up till like 4. In Miami, like some bars like literally
yeah,
stay up until like 6 a.m. It's crazy.
yeah. Well, you always hear about Florida man in the news, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's definitely
Yes.
real. That's definitely real. But yeah, continue on with that. It's interesting.
Yeah, so well, it depends on I think your circle and your environment. There's so much to do. There's so many people. So it depends on the community that you're like in. I used to be a part of the party scene early in my 20s, when I
Okay.
used to party, and that was very fun, but there's a lot of people to party. But there's also like a lot of sides, like artistic sides. There's a lot of surfers and chill, laid back people, acrobatic dancers. Like we just go dance on the
Mm.
beach and like play with fire. You know what I mean? It's just like fun.
Like the stuff you see on those reality shows, like America's Got
Yes,
Talent. People just playing with
yes,
like fire sticks and shit.
yes. Absolutely, absolutely. It's paradise. I always say to everybody, it's like welcome to paradise. It is paradise.
Yeah, I hear you. I need to go. If I go, I'm gonna hit you up. You have to introduce me to some
Absolutely.
people and, you know,
We'll
show
have
me.
the best time. The best time.
Yeah, I've seen a hotel to crash, but I'll be, you know. But anyways, so talk to me about like do you go clubbing? Like are you still on the scene or you don't do that much anymore?
No, no, I stopped that life a while ago, but I stopped drinking fully
Oh
committed,
wow.
and I haven't relapsed in almost 4 months actually.
That's awesome.
So
Congratulations. Yeah,
thank you.
I'm in social work, so when I hear
Hell
people,
yeah.
yeah, so when I hear people quitting, that's, you know, it's
It's
not a
so
like
hard.
when
It's
you're
so
yeah, it's so
hard.
hard because it's everywhere. It's
It's
everywhere. Like
everywhere,
if you
and
go to a
everybody's
family,
doing it.
yeah, like if you go to a family reunion, you have to say no
Hmm.
thanks, you know. But I'll tell you what, have you tried the Heineken 0.0?
No, but I've tried, what is it called? It's a hazy IPA. It's so delicious. It's like
Yeah.
something
Non-alcohol
upside
is
down.
it
Non-alcoholic,
non-alcohol?
yes.
Wow.
Yes. It's so delicious. It's
Well,
called something like upside down, upside dawn, something like that. It's
well,
delicious.
somebody will let me know.
Hopefully.
So let's talk about modeling. When did you start modeling?
Ooh, when I started modeling, I would say 2017 when I first came here.
And where'd you say you get
Listen,
where'd you say no, go
let's
ahead.
address something really quick and just acknowledge like sometimes I'm very delusional, right? But like a good delusional. So like in my mind, I've been born a model. Like that's what I was born to do and that's what I was gonna do and nothing could stop me. So I was
Right.
just modeling whatever opportunity I could. I'm like, yes, and I still to this day, that's so crazy. Like to this day, I'm always like, yeah, let's do it. Like, why not? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, that's when I started, 2017.
Well, me too, because you just like hit me up and you were like, "Hey, can I run the podcast?" And you seemed taken
Yeah.
aback when I said sure, right? You didn't expect that.
I
You were
didn't expect
like,
it to be like so
I'm like,
quick, you know what I mean? To be
I'm
like,
like,
okay.
sure, why not? Yeah, why
I'm
not?
like, okay.
And
Because I
it's not
honestly
just
don't
because
know why.
it's not because I interview, you know, I have a selection process, but when I saw you have like 11,000 followers, I'm like, this model doesn't have 11,000 followers for no reason. There has to be a story behind this.
It has to be, huh?
I was like, that's hard. Like a lot of people like maybe scoff at 11,000, but it's easier like if you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. But it
Yeah,
looks like from what you're saying is you're an immigrant from a where did you come from? If you don't mind me
the Middle
asking.
East from
Middle East.
Jordan.
Okay,
Hmm.
okay. Man, life talk about lifestyle switch. Holy crap.
Right? It's like upside down for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. A lot of I mean you still get a lot of heat, just that's next level. That's next
Oh
level.
yeah, no, that's it's definitely something else. It's the one for the bucks, let me tell you,
Um,
that's for sure.
so what kind of
I think I want to get you closer.
yeah, so
There you
what
go.
kind of clubs would you model at or what pick, give me the
Well,
modeling scene. Like what
it all started, I'm not gonna lie to you, it all started with a friend of mine that I met in 2017, early on when I first got here. And she was a very artistic person. She just was off the walls bonkers. But
Mhm.
she was a very artistic person. Obviously, we realized that she is bonkers later on in life, but she saw a lot of muse like in me. So we would go on these like little trips and road trips and all around San Diego and like California and take photos and you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
because ever since I was a kid too, I was studying photos of basically models and Hollywood and celebrities and magazines and whatever. So it's like I already know what the fuck I'm doing. So
Marilyn Monroe.
love her. God bless her.
Yeah,
Oh, what an icon.
definitely. I had an interview with a Marilyn Monroe impersonator and she had some good stories. Yeah.
How iconic.
Yeah. Imagine that life, huh?
Wow. I can definitely I can't imagine being Marilyn Monroe. I would dream of being Marilyn Monroe, but
Yeah.
definitely yeah.
So continue on with this modeling story. What kind of shoots, you
Oh
know?
yeah, it started off basically with just like random shoots of like just basically being quirky and being funny and being cute and like showcasing different things. I used to have blue hair. It was crazy. I was just on something. I don't know what it's like. Like the first taste of freedom when you like lose your mind.
Yeah.
It was very that. So yeah, that's how it all started. And then I started doing more real shoots after I lost a lot of weight, first of all, and
Yeah.
then I started taking modeling a little more seriously and I booked a couple shows. It wasn't like anything major, but I was on the way to something big. But I decided to quit working with like actual agencies and whatever because I just could not get bullied into not eating anymore.
So
It's just
so you were with some agencies. Is that what you're saying?
I was looking for an actual representation. The only representative that I had, it wasn't like an actual agent. It was like I think it was a scam, but it wasn't really a scam because he was getting jobs, if that
Uh-oh,
makes sense.
California modeling scams. Everybody
It really is.
proceed with caution.
It's true. It's really true. Listen, like all of this shit that you hear in movies and stories online of like horror stories, like this shit happens all the fucking time.
And you get like
But
scam emails, and I've
yeah,
heard,
nobody
man,
had
that's
him. And
terrible. That's
listen,
terrible. All
he
seriousness.
was booking jobs. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it's not like he wasn't booking jobs, but the problem with him is I think is that I wasn't ready as well because he was ruthless. And like
Yeah.
he was like he knew what needed to be done to achieve success at the time, but
Hmm.
I don't think I was willing to continue putting on the effort that was required to reach that level of success at the time. At the end of the day, I was just a 20-year-old, just
Hmm.
immigrated, don't
Just
know
a
anything
just
about
a
life.
just a baby, you know?
Yeah, just started living life. I have no idea what I'm doing. Like just a suitcase and a dream is like what I always used to say. It's like I literally came here with a suitcase and a dream, and like I was like, I'm still trying to figure things out. Like,
Wow. Any family come
yeah,
with you? Would any family come with you or
no,
no?
God,
You don't gotta talk about it. I just was curious. Like,
no, no.
okay. So give me a good model story. Do you have one? I know you do. I know you do.
Well, it depends on what kind of story do you want.
I'll let-
Because I remember a one time, and this is drug related. Um, and this is how toxic the modeling life is, right? This was like back in the day with the agencies and stuff.
mhm.
But it was a show, and we're like in a line, and a bunch of the models. just got lines of cocaine handed to us by like people we know, basically through our agencies and whatever, to like right before the runway, like a good morning, So it was definitely interesting. It was an interesting time.
I've never done that, but again, I've heard stories. I've done alcohol kind of like similar stories where you just go to pick a random,
Hmm.
like a shot ski. You're aware of you know what a shot ski is,
Listen,
right?
no.
Where they take like an actual ski, like, an actual ski, and they glue on like 4 or 5 shots separated on one ski, and
Oh,
then
mm,
you all have to go in at once.
yeah, yep. Yeah, hmm. Well, listen, I've had many blackouts in my life, but I'm telling you, every model has done cocaine. Like it's the model drug. It's like literally known. I don't partake anymore, obviously,
Yeah.
but like
And then of course,
everyone
there's
has done it.
medical as well, medical marijuana or just in general
Oh no,
CBD,
I'm a stoner myself.
CBD or whatever.
Yeah, I
I'll
love
put
smoking.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. So with this dancing, how, I bet it's like a way of life, a culture. You probably met a lot of friends. Um,
Mm.
because is it also what's the hardest part about it? Like, is it
Modeling
is
or
trying to
being here.
modeling? Like is it, well, if you want to answer both, that's fine. But is it staying ready at all times in case you get a call about a shoot? Is it, the mental,
I
it
think
can be taxing, right? They can be like 10-hour
it is
shoots, right?
taxing.
It can be 10-hour
Yes,
shoots. Yeah.
it is. It is very, very taxing. It's a very hard job, but it's a beautiful job. It's like it depends on, again, it's the environment. Like the environment and the people that are doing it really change everything about every shoot. If you are in an environment that provides collaborative ideas and somebody who just wants to make art, not just wants a pretty model to just stand there and look a certain way, you know what I mean? Where they are willing to work back and forth. It's just a creative journey and it's beautiful. But I think the hardest job about being a model is staying consistent with be on the like up to date with the trends because you have to stay trendy to buck because like we're matching the time
Mm-hmm.
because you're basically a marketing
Mm-hmm.
campaign like at all times. But also physically and mentally staying in that trend as well and keeping up with every standard and whatever without also losing yourself and without judging other people and without giving into that toxic life because it's so easy.
Mm-hmm.
And every person has, I think, fallen a victim of, eating disorders and body
Wow. Yeah,
shaming.
it's
And
real. It's real.
it really is. And like back in the day, and literally French models used to die because they were eating
What?
cotton. You know what I mean? Because they don't want to gain weight because it's that serious. And like,
And then anorexia and bulimia.
absolutely. And that's like one of the many reasons why I
So sad.
stopped booking shows because I'm like, I'm not like, I can't do this anymore. You know what I mean? There's a time where you're like, I can't do this anymore.
It gets
But now I'm back. I'm back, but I'm not doing the same kind
Oh,
of modeling I used to do.
you're modeling currently.
Yes, but I'm not with an agency. I'm independent and I'm not doing fashion modeling.
So what kind of modeling are you doing?
I'm doing creative modeling now. And I'm
So
also
explain what
dancing. So.
okay, well, explain creative modeling.
So, creative modeling consists of basically visions and interpretations of life. So, for example, I do participate in pole dancing. So, I can model a certain feeling, or I can participate in backup dancing, or I can participate in a shoot that includes like pole outfits, which I have done recently. Things like that, promoting the studio. I also do creative shoots when it comes to like for example angelic cupid representing we're about to do actually a shoot soon about suicide eating disorders like representing all of these. I'm writing a script about a story that is devastating but I can't tell you anything about it yet, and I
All
also
right,
have
well
a
that
book out.
yeah,
So
you read my mind. I was actually just about to ask you about that.
yeah.
So it's the title is I'm Just a Girl question mark.
Hmm.
So talk about the book, how long did it take, and what's the backstory behind it?
Well, the book is this one is just the start of many, like that's for sure. It's about how I came to be the plastic queen because it's It's an alter ego. It's like a defense mechanism. It's
Hmm.
something that I love and cherish. It's like, you know what I mean? Um, and it's about the struggles that were, that first book is short, but it's about like three specific pivotal moments and events that have happened to me at the ages of 12, 14, and 16 that basically shaped my entire future and how I viewed the world and how I viewed myself and how I entered into that I'm an entertainer mentality of like I'm gonna achieve success and nobody can, you know what I mean? Like it's just the the tip of the iceberg on what is about to unfold into a very detailed future endeavors. So yeah.
So, so is this a first book of many or some, or do you have other
Many,
books? Many. Okay.
many.
Okay.
It's gonna
And
be an
what's
entire
what's
series.
the goal here?
But it's the goal is to share. It's basically I called it a survival guide wrapped in glitter and pink. You know, it's a motivation book. It's a share my story book to let people know that like you can do whatever you want. Like nothing's impossible. And it's just to showcase the different struggles that people go through and how the long-term effects of it and how it is possible to heal yourself as well. Nothing is permanent.
Is there any you go to any dancing academies, or do you know of a lot of people that go through the academies?
I just work and dance at Vigor Academy here in Chula Vista. So
Talk to me
if
about
anybody
that.
wants to come, oh my gosh,
I bet
it's
it's
called Vigor.
I bet it's like man, they got like I was saying earlier about camaraderie. There's got to be, you're in it together, right? It's like a real thing.
Absolutely.
It's like a real thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's that the dance
Like
studio
one
is
of us, one of.
yeah, it's beautiful. Listen, it's such a beautiful community and such a welcoming community and it's everybody is so talented and so determined. And you know what I mean? Like telling you when you can meditate actively while doing something and focus on your breath and like all of that to achieve something instead of focusing on all of the bad things. Like for example, just dancing and
Yeah,
learning
but
choreography
do these people
has
come
stopped
in
me from
from
drinking.
yeah, do they come in from all different backgrounds? Do you have anybody that was like a
Absolutely.
former like dancer in like a sport or something? Any like from
There's
different
many active dancers, and there's many people that don't actively dance in clubs. Like they do
competitive?
competition
Oh,
dancing.
okay.
Yeah, it's competitive dancing. Like I know a lot of award-winning like dancers that I'm so happy and proud to call my friends that I'm honored even to be in their presence, really.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Just don't get into breakdancing unless you're good. Did you see that meme about that Australian? Did you see that?
No.
So there was so Olympics, there was this they did breakdancing for the first time, right? And this girl,
Oh yeah.
this Australian, it was all I'm surprised you said you didn't see the video
No, it's
where
the
she
way.
was now it's coming back to
Right.
you, right? The green
Yes.
had the green hat.
Hmm. I listen, I wish I could break dance.
Maybe
That will
pole
never be
dancing
me.
should be an Olympic sport.
Honestly, it should be because it's so fucking hard. It's so hard. It's not
Put
okay
that,
how
hey,
hard it is.
madam, put that in your next book.
Honestly,
Why
no, it's
pole
coming.
dancing
It
should
should be.
be
It deserves an entire book, honestly, because holy shit, like it's such a hard
But
sport, and it's
how are you gonna
so
judge that? You can't really I mean, how are you gonna judge pole
you can
dancing
judge
if it's a sport?
anything. You can
Yeah,
judge anything. You
that's true.
really can.
That's true. So where's this academy at?
It's in Chula Vista here in San Diego.
Is it downtown?
No,
No.
no.
So you ever go to LA much?
If I have a reason, like I don't just.
Wait, I feel like there's something behind that. You said that kind
It's
of
just not a, it's
not your
not as
style.
glamorous as people paint it to be. It's a dirty city. Like the Star of Fame is just not as cute. It's black. The stars are literally dirty, like steps on it. Like the pink is black, sticky stuff now. It's just disappointing. I'm not a person, and I don't want to watch 14-year-olds do TikToks on the sidewalks. Like it's just not my vibe, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and then you look at
But
all
if I
the
have a shoot or if I have
yeah, the Walk of
something
Fame.
to do,
Yeah.
yeah, that's horrendous. I was so disappointed when I like saw that. I was like, this is not what I've seen on TV. This is what is
Oh,
this? I
so
was
so
like,
you have seen some of the Walk of the you have seen
I've been.
you've been to the Walk of Fame?
I've done the touristy things in
Yeah.
all of San Diego. It's
Mm,
horrible. In all of Hollywood and all of California. It's
mm,
horrible. I was like, I looked at LA and I was like, this is what people pay thousands of dollars to come see. This is horrendous.
yeah. I hear you. But
And
it's
the
the
traffic,
I've just seen and heard stories. I've
horrible.
heard that you can be on there for like an hour, like not easy.
Now, these days, 2 to 3 hours.
What?
Easy. Easy.
And are cars dying on the road? I
It's
mean,
it's just listen, it's horrendous. There's no infrastructure in any capacity, and everybody is driving, and half of the streets are just like closed.
everyone's worried about the Lakers or in LA or like
And there's always events too. There's always events, so it's always congested. It's such a congested city. It's so busy, and
and there's
it's
so
just,
many
I don't know.
it's just like so much to do though. There's like you can go to any
There
sport,
is
you can go to
too much, but it's also
any
too
movie, you
too
know.
overpriced. It's just too overpriced as well. It's like, I don't know. I'm a San Diego girly. I would love to. I love visiting LA every once in a while, but I would not
You would not move
just
there.
go there. No, I would if I have a reason. If I book a job, for example, like I'm filming something for a couple months or a couple years, I would. But it's not like, for example, oh, like, we should just go take a trip up to LA. Like I would rather go to like a cabin in the woods,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah. So talk to me more about um like getting started. Do you remember your first shoot and like
I
was it
do.
just talk to me about that. What was your first shoot like?
My first real shoot, actually, this is so funny because it was off of a Craigslist ad. Because
Yeah.
one thing about me, I believe in myself. That's one thing about me, okay? So I saw this ad about a music video. And it was so sketchy, but it turned out to be such an amazing opportunity, I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
But it was this I forgot her name, to be honest. This is so bad. But it was 2017, and it
Hmm.
was this ethnic, like amazing, beautiful woman that was like singing about love and unity and peace in like a different language. And she wanted a model basically that was somebody outside of like the United States, like somebody
Hmm.
basically new. And she wanted to represent the black and white like situations in life. So I
Right,
remember
right.
like I got covered in milk
Oh,
and
wow.
then colored like basically milk into black, and I just got
Yeah.
splashed multiple times, and it
Oh.
was just so crazy, but the footage turned out to be amazing. And I love doing crazy shoots like that. I
That's
love getting
creative. That's
dirty.
definitely creative. You're talking about creative
Yeah.
modeling. That's definitely that's definitely part of it. Um, so you were talking about different ways of finding out and different ways of like finding out about shoots and getting messaged. What's the weirdest shoot that you've done that you were like a little nervous because it was just so out there? Do you have anything besides that? That
Mm.
seems like it was a little out there, but do you have anything like
Like
crazy?
something all out.
Yeah,
I
like
haven't
crazy.
done something too crazy yet, but I'm booking some because I'm crazy myself. But I think the most nervous I've ever been was my first pole shoot, where I was asked to model new a new collection to this designer and pole dancer that designed clothes specifically for pole dancers that are
Hmm.
amazing. And you can actually check her out on Instagram, like Lulu Popwear. It's amazing. It's such a beautiful line. Amazing. But I was like, well, I'm still brand new at pole. Like, I'm not like really
Hmm.
a pole dancer. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. And it was like, I was so nervous. And I was just like, my body was not where I wanted it to be. My insecurities were coming in, and like all the girls there were like so good at what they do. They're all like they've been dancing for so long, and I'm like, oh, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
But it that turned out to be an amazing show. That was the most insecure I've been in a show. And my wink shoe in my underwear in my room.
Yeah. Do you do any like beach stuff, beach shoots or
I
anything
do
outside?
a lot. I do a
You
lot
like
of
the
beach
beach?
shoots. I love the beach.
Yeah, that was just that
I
was just
love
a
the beach. I know,
yeah.
a rhetorical question.
Essentially a rhetorical question. Essentially.
Well, I actually just posted two photos on Instagram, one of me licking ice cream and one of me floating away, I would say.
Um, how'd you
Who
get
doesn't
so
like the beach?
yeah, exactly. Florida has beaches. I've been to plenty. I grew up on the beach as well.
hmm
Um, how'd you get so many followers? How'd you get to 11?
Oh my gosh. It's so crazy that everybody thinks with so many followers, but in my world, it's like I know people with like
Is
so
that
many
what
more. It's like
is that literally how you just know people?
no, no, I don't know 11,000 people. That's for sure. No, I don't.
You were
But
like, I just know people. I'm like, wait a minute, is that
no, no, no.
literally
I
how it
just
happened?
I just know people that have way more followers. So like to me,
Oh,
I'm like I'm
oh,
nobody
oh,
to
oh.
them. You know what I
I thought
mean?
you were
I'm like
like, well, I
next to
just
them.
know people. That's how I got. I'm
No,
like, holy shit.
no, no. I know a lot of people, but I don't know 11,000 people. No,
I mean,
but I
some of them are
think.
fake accounts, right? Or doubles or whatever, but it's still impressive though.
Yes, I have no idea. I try as much as I possibly can to stay up and on top of my bot accounts and fake accounts. I like to
But
delete
how
them
did you
because
get
they
it though?
just
There had to be some reason you
no
got so many.
the followers themselves. Well, I'm trans and I
Mm.
immigrated and I shared all of it constantly.
Oh,
And I don't know. I think people have always had a mystery around me, that curiosity that just always intrigued them. And I have a lot of controversial views on a lot of things sometimes, and I'm a very outspoken person, and I'm also
uh,
very pretty. So,
yeah. So
you
you
know,
think that has a lot to do with it? Is you post reels and stuff that gets
I
clicks?
post a lot on my
Yeah,
Instagram. Like, I'm
that'll
very
do
active
it.
on
That'll
Instagram.
do
My
it.
Instagram is my universe, but I've also been doing this for like 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, I've been active on Instagram and like
Mm,
working on Instagram and doing social media for 10 years now. So it's like,
yeah,
I should have been advanced way more than I am right now if I actually focused my time fully on social media, but I didn't.
yeah. Well, you said that you're trans. A lot of people um understand or more are they more people understanding than they used to be? Like, is it like talk to me about
Ugh.
talk to me
Well,
about what that's like. If
not
you don't mind,
currently.
if you
I
don't
don't
mind.
mind. No, I don't mind. I'm an open book. You can ask whatever you want. But
Yeah, I just
I
didn't
don't
know
know,
how to
not these
approach that. I'm
days.
like, yeah.
Not these days. I think like these days it's just it brought political climate is hard and I'm not
Yeah.
gonna sit here
No,
and talk
we don't have to go there.
politics.
We don't have to go there if you don't.
No, 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 no. But like, we're not going to talk about politics, but we're going to talk about the wake up call that it brought to like all of us, that the segregation is still very big, and there's a lot of hate towards the LGBTQIA plus community
Hmm.
that is engraved in people's brains from generations ago, that has
Yeah.
been just harboring and just like sitting there. And my community and all of the LGBT community is under attacks currently. And we're just doing our best, to stay above and to stay afloat. And yeah, but it brings a lot of hardships into your life. Like booking jobs is harder for me than a different person.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Getting a regular job is different. Everything is different. So,
Do you have
yeah.
any, changing views on people, that's a whole different, conversation is like
hmm
getting people to understand. But if you had a message to people to try to get them to, maybe have an open mind or anything like that. I'm not saying, you know what I'm trying to say? Like if you have
Yeah.
a message for somebody that's, to get
Um,
them to at least think about what's going on.
I would say it's first of all, do your research, don't just believe everything you hear. I would start with that. And second of all, I would just remind people that we're all somebody's son, daughter, sister, we are all human. And at the end of the day, I think that we should be focused on bigger issues and, closing the gap in between them, lack of diversity that is being represented in the world than focus on the 1% of the population, which is the trans community, and to find love and harmony and kindness in their heart, to allow other people to do what they love to do and what they're passionate about doing. Me in the bathroom fixing my lip gloss is not any danger to anybody. If a man wants to
Yeah,
be a predator, it does not take
not gonna
him
stop.
tits
Yeah,
and hair to do the act that he wanted. He doesn't need access to a bathroom in order for him to commit a crime. So that's just like my, message.
yeah. I
And I hope
respect.
people just find love. Just let people
Be
love.
happy.
Live with
You know,
love. Yeah, be
yeah, yeah.
kind.
Life's too short, and then you're
And life is
gone, and that's it.
hard. Like life is so hard, not just for you, for everybody around
Rent
you.
rent is
And
going
just
up at like a crazy pace.
all of us, like are struggling, and like you never know what somebody is going through. So just like if it's not something that you support or love,
Just
that's totally
respect
okay.
people. Respect
Just
people.
leave people alone. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's like you have the
yeah.
freedom. It's the land of the free, and it's the
Well, that's
freedom
what they
for
say, Madeline, but
I know.
sometimes I wonder, but
Is
but
the freedom in the room with us?
so I yeah, we'll move on. But
Yeah,
yeah. Um what's interesting about your story is that you're part of two different communities that are both like it
under
seems like they're
attack.
tight. Well, yeah, well, I wasn't gonna go there, but I was gonna go tight, tight knit. Like people sit together. Like you're from,
Yes,
yeah, you're not like in a community where there's like people are like the people involved in the community are not like together. These modeling community, a lot of models stick together. The trans
absolutely.
community, I know as well as
We
the
definitely
as well as the,
we try our best as
yeah.
trans girls. We try our best. There's a lot of pettiness within the community too, but
And the opposite too.
of
Trans,
course.
yeah, trans,
There's a lot of
guys.
segregation. There's a
Yeah.
lot of segregation within the same communities. But no, I'm very grateful to be amongst my creative friends and my model friends and my pole dancing friends, to be honest, because those have
Hmm.
been the strongest communities that I have formed
Exactly.
so far that have kept me going and that have been the backbone. That without them I would not be
Right.
here. So
That's the first thing
definitely
I
forever
got.
grateful.
That's the first thing I got is that you must be a strong person to have the deal
Thank
going
you.
on with this.
Somebody's gonna do it. You know?
You have anything you want to talk about? Anything on that we
Um,
haven't discussed today?
Oh my gosh. Well, I do have a new book coming soon, and
Okay.
I can't give you a date, but soon. And a movie that I'm doing, I'm directing and I'm writing.
Talk about that. What's going on?
It's I've been inspired by the political climate that has been
Okay.
going on, and I just wanted
Yep.
to showcase a little story about how it feels to be us. I wanted because I've always thought about I wish that I can see the world through somebody else's eyes, right?
Mm.
How easy it would be. It's easy for me to do that because I've been through so much that I can imagine what it's like to be. I have a lot of compassion and empathy sometimes. But
Yeah.
I was just like one day sitting and I was like, I just wish that people could see what it's like to be what they envision us to be, what they think that is going on. Like I wish they could see the reality that they cannot see. Like I just wish they could see that. So I came up with a very creative kind of sort of view that is twisted. It's gonna be very vile. The movie is gonna be vile. It's gonna be triggering.
It's
It's
going to
gonna
be
be
vile, everybody.
it
Vile.
really is vile. It's gonna be really grungy. It's gonna be uncomfortable to see, but you
Right.
can't look away, if that makes sense. And I'm so, so, so happy about it. And I'm so glad that my friends are as crazy as I am that are like, let's fucking do it.
Yeah, let's go. Huh?
So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we can start filming probably sometime in the next 6 months.
Mm. What do you do for fun out there?
Oh, so
Besides
much. The
when
beach.
you're
The
not back
beach.
to the beach, so
Hold on.
what's the longest time you've been out at the beach? Have you been like eight
I've
hours one
I've
day, 10
done
hours?
I've done 8 hours. I've done 8 hours. Well, it depends on the beach or like in the water around the water because I've been on the
I gotta
boats.
clarify. Yeah.
Yeah, because like sometimes you just have like a weekend where you just go to like,
Mm.
spend a day at the beach and go have like brunch and like whatever, and then go on a boat and like go to
What's
the touristy stuff.
what's your favorite tourist spot?
Oh,
We were talking about some earlier, but what's your favorite one to go to?
oh my gosh. I would say my favorite spot is Coronado Island.
Um, okay. Why?
It's my favorite tourist. It's beautiful and there's history to it. It's like one of the oldest things that I've seen so far. It's a very historic city that I live in, that I'm grateful to live in. But like Marilyn Monroe filmed a movie at the
Yeah.
Hotel del
Yeah.
Coronado.
With
So I had the honor to visit many, many times and
yeah.
see where she has been. And it's just I feel her presence there. It's magical. And it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful like little island.
I feel
Bougie.
like, yeah, I feel like some people have this perception of California, like bright lights, and I feel like,
It's not Hollywood. It's not Hollywood. That's up in Hollywood, but California, the palm trees are real. There is palm trees, there is water, the skies are blue, the weather is nice the majority of the year. Yes, and in San
no,
Diego we are pretty nice and we're mostly
but
stoners.
paying very expensive rent.
Yes. Everything comes with the price though. Everything comes with the
That's
price.
a
I
good
would rather
line.
pay.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
I listen. I would you rather pay
No,
because
nothing.
there's options. Listen, there's options. For example, you could live in New York for a shoebox for $5,000 a month, or
Yeah.
you could live in Alabama for $900 a month in
Yeah,
a
well,
mansion.
yeah.
Where do you want to live? I don't want to fucking live in Alabama.
Yeah,
So
but
I'm gonna
but
pay
I'm
San
saying
Diego prices.
the more rural, the less money.
But like, why would I do that?
No, I'm not saying I'm not saying you should. I'm just remember land of the free. All right, Madeline, this is awesome. Thank you so much for being up to do this. You
Thank
messaged
you.
me, and I was like, I'm all for it.
Absolutely.
You know, anybody with an interesting story or just wants to hang out, I'm down.
Thank you for having me.
So where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on the Plastic Queen. That's my handle and everything. So
Is that
come
what you're
join
no
us.
is that what you're known as, the Plastic Queen? Is that like
Absolutely.
it's your brand?
It is my brand. It is absolutely, and I love it. It's so stupid and I love it. But
All
yeah,
right,
you should all come
I'll
join
name
us.
yeah, I'll name the episode the Plastic Queen.
Perfect.
That takes it out of me. I don't have to like think of an episode title. It just that's it right there.
That's it. The Plastic
Um,
Queen.
okay. Have a good one. Thank you
Thank
again,
you, honey.
and all the best, okay?
You too.
All
Thank
right,
you.
bye.
Bye.